Time now for Consumer Confidential with KTLA 5's David Lazarus.
He is here in the studio. We're talking about gas prices going
down, which is how we like it. And I got some good news because it looks like they're going down further. The story today, for the first time in March, the national average for pump prices below $4, but just by a smidge. It comes in at $3.99. Still, we'll take it. Lower oil prices are what's behind this. Since hitting a record $5.02 nationally just a little while back, the gas prices have gone down by about 21% as oil costs have gone down. But make no mistake, gas prices are still 25% higher than they were a year ago. So consumers are still feeling it. How much lower can they go? Industry analysts say that with oil prices where they are now and with current resistance points known to the marketplace, it's possible that pump prices might go down by as much as 20 cents a gallon more, possibly hitting a threshold around $3.75 a gallon nationally. Obviously, when we talk about national prices, we're not talking about California. Here in Los Angeles, I've already got that. The price today, $5.40 a gallon on average in Los Angeles. So obviously, we got some ways to go as well. But I'll tell you, if it's not $6 or more, I'm happy. I'll take it.
Not me. $4.65 is about the best you can do at Costco right now. All right. Also getting cheaper to fly.
It is, and that's also equally good if you are traveling. More good news. Now, we talked about the Consumer Price Index yesterday, and we've been parsing that for the various segments. Airfares also down in July by as much as 8%. The key reason? Jet fuel is down in cost as well. Obviously, when oil prices goes down, it's not just about motorists, it's also about airplanes. And with jet fuel prices going down, that's bringing the cost of air travel down as well. That is a very good thing. Clearly, if you've got travel, it's now seen that we'll probably see airfares dropping as summertime travel demand wanes. So you can expect probably in coming weeks, we'll see more of a drop off. Typically, air travel, the cost of airfares, they drop off from about late August until fall when the holiday season starts coming around. But at this point, industry analysts say, okay, yeah, airfare costs are going down because of the jet fuel costs, but maybe not so much. Why? Bookings remain very strong, and there's a reason for that. Americans want to travel.
Yes, we do. All right, so this guy laid off a bunch of people. He's a CEO, and then he talked about it and started crying. What happened?
This is interesting, and I haven't quite worked out where I stand on this yet. Let me get to that in a moment. We're talking about the CEO of an Ohio marketing firm. His name is Brandon Wallach, and he posted this selfie that you're looking at right there of himself crying after he had to lay off some of his workers. He's accompanied that with a note saying that this is, quote, the most vulnerable thing I'll ever share. And he even blamed himself and his own decision-making, not the economy, for making the layoffs. He didn't elaborate on what decisions he made that caused this, but he said it was all about him. Okay, so that's all interesting, but then of course the social media reaction started. Some people were very sympathetic. They said, yeah, this is a very hard thing for anyone to have to do, and we feel your pain, and that's valid. Others said, dude, you know, that's a bit much. This is part of your job, and moreover, you're making this about yourself and not all the people who have just lost their jobs, who undoubtedly are probably crying as well. He followed that up with an apology for saying that he was presenting himself as the victim here. He said he didn't want to do that. I'm of two minds here. On the one hand, it's kind of nice that he's this empathetic, that he's got this level of feelings. And, you know, obviously there's a lot of pain to go around. At the same time, he's the CEO. It's his job to do this kind of thing. And if he's going to break down when he has to do his job, that raises questions about leadership. So you could see how this goes either way. And it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting discussion to have. I think the point where it gets a little weird is when he shares the photo of himself crying, as opposed to just saying, yeah, I feel really bad about this.
A little tricky.
He'll feel better when he gets his bonus at the end of the year.
He'll also feel good knowing that he's got a job to go to tomorrow and all these other people don't.
Yeah.
Hard to fire people, I'm sure.
It is hard to fire.
Yeah,
I don't envy that.
Yeah. All right, David Lazarus, we saw you like 150 times yesterday, so today
a little bit less today, but I'll see you at 1. Thank you very much.
Everything in moderation,
Thank you.
especially Laz.